Imagine stepping out of a time machine into the heart of a bustling metropolis in 2050. The air is cleaner than you remember, the streets are quieter, yet there's an undeniable energy pulsing through the city. This is the future of urban living. It's a world where technology and nature coexist in harmony, where innovation meets sustainability at every corner. As you look up, you see towering skyscrapers that seem to touch the clouds. But these aren't the glass and steel monsters of the past. They're alive with greenery, their facades covered in vertical gardens. Solar panels glint in the sunlight, powering these massive structures. The cityscape is a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to adapt to a changing world. On the ground, autonomous vehicles glide silently along the roads. People zoom by on electric bikes and scooters. Holographic displays provide real-time information about everything from traffic conditions to air quality. Welcome to the megacities of 2050. Cities have always been at the forefront of human civilization. They're the beating hearts of our societies, the crucibles of innovation. From the first settlements in Mesopotamia to the sprawling metropolises of today, urban areas have constantly evolved. They've adapted to meet the changing needs of their inhabitants, and the cities of 2050 are no exception. Throughout history, cities have reflected the technological advancements of their time. The Industrial Revolution gave us factories and railroads. The 20th century brought skyscrapers and highways. Now, in 2050, we're witnessing the next great leap in urban evolution. It's a transformation driven by the urgent need to combat climate change, to house a growing population, to harness the power of emerging technologies. The cities of 2050 are marvels of engineering and design. They're built not just for efficiency, but for resilience. Climate change has forced urban planners to rethink everything, from how we construct buildings to how we manage waste. Every aspect of city life has been reimagined to reduce our environmental impact. The numbers are staggering. In 2050, nearly 70% of the world's population lives in urban areas. That's over 6.5 billion people crammed into cities. This massive influx has given rise to megacities, urban areas with populations exceeding 10 million. They're the new centers of global power and influence. Tokyo, once the world's largest city, has been surpassed by emerging megacities in Africa and Asia. Lagos, Nigeria, now houses over 30 million people. It's a sprawling metropolis that stretches for miles along the coast. In India, the Delhi-Mumbai industrial corridor has created a megalopolis of over 100 million inhabitants. These aren't just big cities, they're nations unto themselves. The challenges of managing such massive urban populations are immense. How do you provide housing, transportation, and basic services to millions of people? These are the questions that have shaped the development of 2050's megacities. Look up in any 2050 megacity and you'll see the future of architecture. Skyscrapers that stretch a kilometer into the sky. But these aren't the energy-guzzling glass towers of the past. They're self-sustaining vertical cities. Each one houses thousands of people, along with offices, shops, and public spaces. They're marvels of sustainable design. The exteriors of these megastructures are covered in photovoltaic cells. They harness solar energy to power entire buildings. Vertical gardens and green terraces spiral up their facades. These aren't just for show. They help regulate temperature, filter air pollution, and provide fresh produce for residents. Inside, these buildings are just as revolutionary. Advanced materials regulate temperature without the need for energy-intensive heating or cooling systems. Waste is recycled on site, providing nutrients for the building's gardens. Water is collected, purified, and reused. These aren't just buildings, they're self-contained ecosystems. They're redefining what it means to be a city dweller in the 21st century. The streets of 2050's megacities are a far cry from the congested, polluted thoroughfares of the past. Gone are the days of gridlocked traffic and smog-filled air. In their place, we find a transportation system that's efficient, clean, and surprisingly quiet. It's a revolution that's transformed not just how we move, but the very fabric of urban life. At the heart of this transformation are autonomous vehicles. Self-driving cars, buses and trucks navigate the city streets with precision. They communicate with each other and with the city's infrastructure. Traffic flows smoothly, accidents are rare. These vehicles are electric, of course. They're powered by renewable energy, making urban air cleaner than it's been in centuries. But personal vehicles are just one part of the picture. Mass transit has undergone a revolution of its own. Hyperloop systems whisk people between cities at near supersonic speeds. Within cities, networks of high-speed trains and monorails provide efficient, affordable transportation. For shorter trips, people hop on electric bikes or scooters. Flying taxis are no longer the stuff of science fiction. In 2050, cities aren't just collections of buildings and roads, they're living, breathing entities. Powered by artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things, these smart cities gather and analyze data. They optimize energy use and traffic flow. Urban management that seemed like magic decades ago. Advanced sensor networks are at the heart of these cities. Millions of sensors monitor air quality, energy and water usage. This data feeds into powerful AI systems. AI makes real-time decisions to keep the city running smoothly, adjusting traffic signals and power distribution. It's changing how citizens interact with their environment. Augmented reality provides real-time city information. The megacities of 2050 are more than just technological marvels. They're melting pots of culture and ideas. People from all corners of the globe converge in these urban centers. They bring with them their languages, customs, and ways of thinking. The result is a vibrant tapestry of human diversity. It's changing the very nature of urban society. In these cities, multiculturalism isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of life. Street signs are in multiple languages. Restaurants offer cuisine from every corner of the globe. Religious and cultural festivals from various traditions are celebrated side by side. This diversity isn't always easy, but it's fostering a new kind of global citizen, one who's comfortable navigating multiple cultures and perspectives. The social fabric of these cities is changing in other ways too. Traditional family structures are evolving. Multi-generational households are becoming more common, as are co-living arrangements where people share living spaces and resources. It's a response to both economic pressures and changing social norms. It's creating new forms of community and support networks. In the megacities of 2050, nature isn't something you have to leave the city to experience. It's woven into the very fabric of urban life. Green spaces are everywhere, from rooftop gardens to vertical forests climbing up skyscrapers. These aren't just aesthetic choices. They're vital components of the urban ecosystem. Parks have taken on new importance in these densely populated cities. They're no longer just places for recreation. They're critical infrastructure for managing stormwater, reducing the urban heat island effect and improving air quality. Many of these parks are designed as biodiversity hotspots. They provide habitats for native plants and animals. It's not uncommon to see wildlife thriving in the heart of the city. Urban agriculture has exploded in popularity. Community gardens dot neighborhoods, hydroponic farms operate in converted warehouses. Even restaurants often grow their own produce on site. This local food production isn't just a hobby. It's a crucial part of food security. In these massive urban areas, it's reducing the carbon footprint of food transportation, and it's reconnecting city dwellers with the source of their food. Managing resources in cities of tens of millions is a Herculean task, but the megacities of 2050 are rising to the challenge. They're pioneering new approaches to waste management, water conservation, and energy production, turning these massive population centers into models of sustainability. The concept of waste itself is becoming obsolete. Organic waste is converted into energy through biogas plants. Water management is another area of innovation. Rainwater is captured and purified for use. Energy production has been decentralized and diversified. As we stand on the threshold of this urban future, we face a choice. The cities of 2050 are not predetermined. We must prioritize sustainability in every aspect of urban development. We need to design cities that work with nature, not against it. This isn't just about protecting the environment. We must also ensure that our cities remain human-centered. We need to create urban spaces that foster community and connection. The urban revolution is here. Will you be part of it?